I mean, I don't know. Is it a loss of the year?
Yeah, that's got to be the worst.
Well, last of the year, I give it last. So every Sunday, what's up with the Sunday game?
I know.
Last Sunday was their worst loss of the year.
We can definitely say the Wizards. The Wizards was a lower point for sure, just in terms of like.
But this was bad.
This
was bad for all the reasons that like they're known to be bad, like giving up those big leads, not having a closer. Although Jayson Tatum did have a couple big shots, but I mean, man, this was bad.
We've talked.
Kemba Walker, one game after my apology tour.
I know, Jimmy. This is the unapology game.
one game, the next game after the apology tour, and this is the performance he gives us from 3-point territory and the likes. I mean, that was tough.
It's awful. Well, let's start with the individual performances. We'll get in, and again,
we'll get there. Yeah,
Kemba again. It's not a bone to pick with Kemba. You're going to have bad shooting games. It's everyone who frigging after a couple of good games was like, see, like it's still a process. Okay. He's had way too many of these games, not enough of the games that he had over the last couple, though he's trending in the right direction. So we'll throw this one away, but can everybody stop just pointing a finger on we figured it out and he's this guy after every single game? We don't need to overreact. Okay. The whole point of us bringing up issues with Kemba is fear. You're afraid that because of knees, he could go in a bad direction and might not regain anything. And you're happy to see when he doesn't. But everybody stop declaring victory after every game. Okay. It's getting tiring on both sides of the aisle. Bobby, just break it for real. Seriously. It's okay to be concerned. It doesn't mean we hate Kemba.
We've been doing, it's been a month now of this kind of activity on the show, the phenomenal win and then the grueling loss.
Overreacting both sides, but just go through why did they lose this lead? And again, it's easy to point out making shots, not making shots. I don't know that the Pelicans turned up the defensive intensity per se. It feels like the Celtics started settling for crap shots. And obviously when you have two of your three best players ice cold all game, you can't generate enough offensive momentum there, and they stagnated in the second half. I don't know how much of it I'm giving credit to the Pelicans for, but Bobby, what do you think?
Oh my God.
Well, if there's one guy that does deserve credit there, it was Josh Hart.
I don't want to hear about Josh Hart anymore.
I've never seen him play like that.
Josh Hart News Network today? The Josh Hart News Network. I don't want to hear anymore.
The amount of
incredible defense
on this broadcast. Oh my
Anyone
goodness!
Want to talk about Josh Hart? Just hit the rewind
hate
button.
national broadcasts.
DVR. Hit the rewind
So it all
button
funneled from that though, because they were able to get Jayson Tatum off the ball or turning it over or just completely blowing up the possessions that he was on off that on-ball defense. Pelicans were throwing some full court on the point guards. They were just so aggressive in this game.
Tatum had one turnover.
Yeah, but the offense as a whole had a bunch in the second half.
Josh Hart was halfway out the tunnel on Tatum's game-tying shot. I mean, on his
that was a ridiculously hard shot, though, and he forced him left.
The floater was hard. The jumper was...
All right, whatever. That's my explanation. Let me hear yours.
No. But I mean, I don't want to give it all to Josh Hart here, but like, what else do you think happened there?
No, it was stagnation for sure. Jump shots, that kind of stuff we've seen from the team this year. What concerns me, though, is that's been a constant in the fourth quarter this year. And now we've seen this team dip to the bottom 5 in net rating in the fourth quarter. So you can essentially say off that they're not a very good team. You can't be a -6 in the fourth quarter and be a good team. And now we have almost half a season of that being the sample size, this being rock bottom. That's going to push that to the next level. So it is stagnancy. It is funneling away from the things and movement that they do earlier in the game. We obviously saw a difference in personnel in the fourth quarter here, getting away from Thompson, moving toward Aaron Nesmith and Rob and that kind of stuff. And it worked sparingly, but defensively, this team was a mess down the stretch too. So it's stuff we've talked about for weeks now. They're stagnant on offense. They're penetrable on defense. And on both sides of the floor in that fourth quarter, they get torched a little bit. The pressure on the ball hurt them offensively, and the interior woes hurt them defensively. And Rob, I'm glad they stuck with him there. Nesmith was a good gamble as a defender, as an activity guy late into this game, but it didn't work. And the pressure just ramped up so much on them in both ends of the floor. And against this team, that's wildly concerning because this isn't a good one.
It's not a good team, but again, the positive outweighs the negative. The positive outweighs the negative.
Fun and bad go together.
Yeah, the positive outweighs the negative with the Aaron Nesmith experience here because, again, it is giving you – again, this was a good game from him, and you still got the energy. And you started to see him. He looked more comfortable game offensively had in the others, and it's not just based off the results. He didn't look as frightened with the ball. He was moving. He took it to the basket a couple of times. He was more decisive today. Those are the gains you're going to see when you're playing him more minutes. Obviously, defensively, again, when they were blowing that lead and he was out on the court, I mean, I'm not putting that all on him, but I don't know that you're any better out there with Semi out there. So I'm not going to say, even if they lost a little bit with Neesmith on the court, it's a worthy gamble.